I'd like to call the Parks and Rec Commission meeting to order. 6 o'clock, correct? Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just some opening remarks I had. Sorry I was away last week. Patty, thank you very much for taking care of that last month.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Wanted to read again, mission statement. Clinton Parks and Recreation is dedicated to creating a better community in which to live and play through quality recreational programming, as well as developing and maintaining our town's open space. I read that every time before we go into the meeting, and I just think it's very important that we keep that in mind. We are serving the town members, not our own personal opinions, which is fantastic. We're really looking out for the town. Also wanted to go over to some of the decorum of last meeting and remind everyone and the people that are not in attendance that we need to let people speak. We need to let people finish talking and not talk over people. We also need to not curse or any derogatory language during the meeting. It's very unprofessional and does not look very good at all. We had many comments about the last meeting, so I just want to keep everybody as a professional meeting. So I appreciate everybody, following that as we go along. That's all I had for the opening remarks. Go into the administrative. The review and acceptance of November 9th, 2022 meeting minutes. Everyone did receive those, I'm sorry?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Laura and Mackenzie. I did review them as well.
I did too. I motion to approve the November 9th, 2022 meeting minutes. I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Housekeeping items. One of the items that were tabled in last month's meeting were business card for commission members. I know Joe isn't here right now. I will say I talked to Mike Ward on this. My own personal feeling is if we are not a paid board or a employee of the town, that we don't need business cards. I don't think it should be upon the town, even if it's a very small amount of money, to buy us business cards. Both Laura and Mackenzie have business cards, which I think is their town employees. They have town emails, which is the next thing on town emails. I don't think we have a Parks and Rec Commission. We've all got the emails. The last couple times when I email that email address, everybody is responding to me off that email address. So I think if it's not broken, we don't need to fix it.
So
Plus,
what do we do with these items?
I think we're just going to address them. I will say I also looked into, they have to be obviously seconded to be voted on, and also they have to have a second to be tabled as well.
Yes, they did.
So we're going to just move on past those.
Yep.
And we will move on. That's my feeling on both those. I also feel that I wouldn't feel comfortable emailing the public with a, say, John G at clintonparksandrec.gov. Because I'm not an employee.
Well, honestly, it's the same thing with the email address and the.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the business cards. We're not, we're here, you know, for the town, but not like,
Right, we can't dictate to people, we can't tell a town member what to do.
Right.
And I think if that came across with a town email address, would not be a good thing. So that's my personal
yeah, but
feeling
we also
on
have
it.
to remind people that these are personal items too, and on the agenda, it should be more policies and procedures of the Parks and Rec, so that we can move forward with things that we need to tie up.
I think that's an excellent point.
I agree.
I think that's an excellent point. Going on, moving on for the status of filling the open seat. Also talked with Mike Ward this week about the status of letters. It is being posted. It is posted on the town site, it's posted on the Clinton Parks and Rec site, it's posted on.
It's been on Facebook, too.
It's been on Facebook,
Is
it's
it in
been
the
in the
item?
Clinton item.
Okay, I didn't look, but,
From what I understand right now, and from Mike, that this is going to go until December 16th is the final day to receive letters. After that, he said he will or the clerk, Holly or Mike, will send us all the letters that are received for our review of prospective commission members. I know right now, I believe we have 2 in, that's all I've heard about. He said if you're really interested in seeing them prior to the 16th, he would send them to you. However, he would like it better if he could just send them all at the same time.
yeah, that's
I
fine.
agree.
We have plenty of time,
That's how it was
because the
done
meeting's not
last
till
time.
January.
That's,
That's what
yeah,
it was with,
Yeah, it's just easier to view them all at the
yes,
same time.
I'm with you. And then, I believe the selectmen are meeting next week. I plan on attending the selectmen meeting just in case they're going to discuss that at all. And then January 4th, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I right on that one? January 4th is our combined Parks and Rec Board with Board of Select Board, which we have to announce that as well,
Okay.
our agenda, because it's in combination. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions on where we are with that process? Okay. Has anybody reached out to anybody?
I just have a question.
Sure.
Is the meeting going to be at 7 o'clock, the same time as the select board meeting?
On January 4th?
Yes.
I have not confirmed that. We will definitely confirm that with,
won't we just be put on their
Yeah,
agenda?
in the past it
so
was.
what Mike told me was it is going to be a combined meeting. Yes, and that was my question as well. It's supposed to be a.
So we have to do our own agenda?
I'm going to ask about that. He said that that's what the procedure is, that we have to have a combined meeting, and then he said you have to announce your agenda, so it's like we're in,
Yeah, okay, that's not
I
a
might
big
be able
deal.
to look up what the agenda submitted from before
From
was,
before?
so
Okay.
that we can match that.
but,
Well, the last time it happened was with John
So
and I.
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And will it happen at,
Was it 19 or 20?
it will happen at the town hall.
so we have to make sure that my
Oh, it might have been
has the
2020.
address of town
Yeah.
hall.
Because,
I'm
yeah.
not positive.
Okay.
I'm not positive at all.
I'm not either.
It was in the fall, wasn't it?
Well, it started in the spring, and, yeah, and we
Of course
weren't,
it did.
it wasn't appointed till like, August was my first meeting.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
August of whatever year.
Was it
20
August 2020?
I don't know if it was 20, I think it was 2019.
I don't know if they go back that far, but I'll look into it.
No.
No.
Because I
It's
didn't join till
2020.
2020, June
Okay.
of 2020. Yeah,
So it was 21.
yeah. Mhm.
I've only been here since October.
I know, it seems like such a long time,
I didn't
Patty.
think.
Okay, but January 4th, please mark
Yeah.
your calendars that we are on
The books.
for a meeting with them that night.
Mhm.
So we definitely want to be in attendance, all of us in attendance for that. And reviewing those prior to them going up. So as I understand, we have a vote and they have a vote
I think it's the majority vote between the two boards.
between
Yeah.
the two boards?
Mhm.
Okay. Dumb question maybe. Do you have a vote?
No.
No,
Is commission? Commission and select.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I think they have the right to like abstain too if they want to.
Okay.
Do we?
You probably.
I would think so.
I would think we
yeah.
do. Okay. Move on from that to the facilities updates, the Vale Lighting Project. Amanda reached out to me, there was an issue, I know, with the materials down there at Vale, and I let Brian know about that as well. It looked like somebody broke into those
That's
materials.
what Amanda had told me as well.
Yeah, so Amanda let me know, and I let Brian know. Have you heard anything from him at all?
He didn't follow up on that specifically, but he did say that the lighting project should be completed within the next 2 weeks, so that's
Okay,
awesome.
for the softball
I think
fields?
he's
Yes,
Brian, right?
so it'll be
Okay,
done for the spring.
okay, good. Only thing is if we wanna, let Clinton PD know
Yeah.
if anything, but I didn't hear if anything was broken or damaged.
I didn't hear anything from Brian, that he might
But
have.
it was cut
yeah.
open, Amanda let me know, and so,
So, and then I do have some other facilities updates from Brian. He said that the Central Park rails are scheduled to be painted for spring '23, so that should
That's
be done.
exciting.
Yes. And there are minor repairs to the, end prep for the baseball diamonds for the spring of 2023, and that's been completed as well.
At Vale?
Yes.
Just at Vale, not at.
There is Fuller, but that's on my
Okay,
Fuller Field agenda.
Okay.
But those are the facilities updates.
okay, great. Parks and Recreation Department updates. Let's start with the Holiday Pops, which was Saturday.
Yes, the Holiday Pops was Saturday, December 3rd at Fallon Auditorium in at Town Hall, across from Central Park, we know where it is. Just wanted to announce the committee members because the subcommittee and myself worked really hard. We started the project in August, and the performance, the donations, the volunteers, those that attended, it was unbelievable. It was wonderful. I can't praise the committee enough just for their help, their dedication. It was myself, Jack Graves, Tina Zapantis, Chris Epstein, Paul Cherubini, Joan Nairns, Karen Newsham, Jessica Rahobix, and Christine Zencraft. And we raised like $7,900 in donations. We collected over $8,000 in ticket sales, and we did not spend all the money in the revolving account that we had. So we're already starting, we're waiting for a couple more invoices to come in, but numbers were budgeted, but we should have at least $17,000 in the revolving account to start next year
Wow.
planning.
That's
Fantastic.
really good.
We
Wow.
probably had, well, my count, I think we had 457 paid
Wow.
attendees. We had a lot of comp tickets.
The first ever sold out show.
Yeah,
That was-
we
I
posted
saw it
it
sold out.
So the balcony was packed. Jody Nairns from Sunshine Studio Photography took pictures for us, and they're out on our website, and they're not the website, sorry, they're on our Facebook pages. And just the shot that she got of the tables and the crowd in the balcony, like, it was amazing. The talent was amazing, the conductor was amazing. Jan Gottesman was the guest
Guest
reader.
conductor?
She did a great job.
Bill
Bill
Marsh
Marsh was the guest conductor.
He stole the show.
He
He
was
stole the sh- yes.
unbelievable.
Did he know that?
No,
No,
no one
he did
knows.
not.
The only people that knew were myself and Tina. And that was it. And so she did a speech and kind of, gave some hints. And what was nice is State Rep May Kilcoyne was there, and she was sitting right next to him. So she was, super excited for him. It was just an unbelievable night. Everyone really
Great
pulled
time,
together, and it was a lot of hands, but it made light work for.
Great.
Yeah, you guys
We're
should be
glad
there.
to
Yeah,
see
thank
that.
you very much.
It
Glad
was
for you.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like when I went to rehearsals and I walked in, it like took my breath away. I wasn't expecting what I saw, and it was just beautiful, Laura. You guys should be really proud.
Possibly a letter from us thanking all the
Yes.
committee members.
Mhm.
Can you send me all the contact information?
Yep.
That's fantastic.
And first ever sold out.
First
Yeah.
ever
I
sold
haven't been
out.
around long enough to know, so.
Nice job.
I looked back in our records and we had already well surpassed the, well, I want to say enrollment, but ticket sales by the middle of last month. So we've
Yeah,
had
that is good.
record numbers for the pops, which is fantastic.
That's awesome.
And we probably could have sold, you know, we reached capacity in town
So,
hall, so we
yeah,
probably could
people
have
still
sold
would've-
like 10 more tables easily, without even missing a beat. We would have been able to sold, we gave the chorus, the symphony singers, 50 seats, so they could watch the first half of the show. We thought it was really important to introduce the arts to them. A lot of them have never seen anything like that. And if, say, they were sitting downstairs, we could have sold those 50 seats easily.
Yeah, but that's
Without
nice
missing
to
a beat.
do.
But it was nice
When
to,
my kids were in
Let
that,
them-
we were always backstage.
yeah, so it was nice that they could be a part of it, they could see it, they could experience it, and the Salisbury Singers at the end of the first half did a sing-along, and to see the students in the chorus like singing along and, you know, doing drums and tambourines like on their own, you know, pantomiming them, they were so happy, and then when they performed, they did a fantastic job as well, so it was nice for the students in the chorus from both the middle school and the high school to kind of get some recognition from a large group of people and to sort of have that experience to sing, you know, out to an audience of, you know, well, with the other chorus of Salisbury Singers, so it was
I
probably
think that
500 people.
South Lancaster was part of
Yeah.
the symphony singers too, so it really was like a real community event.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
awesome.
That's great.
It was
Nice
my
job.
first experience, but I mean, I'm ready to buy tickets for next year.
I'm sorry I missed it. I was, however, at the tree lighting, which is the number 2 one. I was at the tree lighting. You want to go over that?
The tree lighting was awesome as well. We had record
Awesome.
numbers there too.
Great event.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really good event.
It was
Yeah, I was shocked at how big it was, what the great turnout,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked out well that the other event got canceled and
Canceled,
those
yeah.
dancers came over to
Yeah,
our
it was
event.
a great Lee from downtown. She was awesome. She helped pull that together because she was planning her downtown event, and then we ended up just collaborating on this, and it was an awesome event. And we had our volunteers, the Girl Scouts sang, Christine was Mrs. Claus, and the fire department came in costume with the fire trucks, and Santa. It was awesome. It was another great community event.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great, and the tree lit up,
Yes,
which I know you were having some issues with before.
yes.
Good, good.
But thankfully,
All right.
it all worked out.
Light up Clinton?
Light Up Clinton. The bus tours are this Saturday. We're hoping to get a few more signups for home decorations, but we have 3 right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
But there's a lot of great lights around, so
There are, there
are.
we'll be able to.
I'll throw my house up
Thank you.
there.
Yeah, but that's another fun event, and I'm glad we're collaborating again with Discover Clinton and downtown for that event because there's going to be fire jugglers, an ice sculptor downtown too, live music, so it should be fun.
And the Clinton Chamber of
And the
Commerce.
Clinton Chamber of Commerce, sorry, the Discover Clinton and Clinton Chamber of Commerce, and they
Okay.
also.
Are they taking over High Street? Is there a downtown event that?
So it's not, they're not closing the street,
Oh,
but
okay.
there's things bringing people downtown at the same time as the bus tours, so we're
Oh,
working with
okay.
them on that.
Oh,
And the buses were donated, or sponsored by Clinton Savings Bank,
oh, great.
so the chamber helped with that.
Do you have full buses or,
School buses.
no, are they full?
Oh, no, not yet, so there's still tickets available. And the chamber also did the George Bailey Award at the tree lighting, which was awesome, and
Yeah.
I think that worked out really well, having people there. So, and the senior center helped out with the tree lighting too, sorry. Wish I had a list
Yeah,
for
that
everyone to
was-
shout out, but
That's great. And it looks fantastic down there, so.
yes.
Gingerbread house event.
Tomorrow is our first gingerbread workshop, it'll be right here tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening.
Sold out.
Sold out, both of them are sold out with wait lists. I had to do so many last year.
Finish them.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So that should be another awesome event. The interns, you guys have seen their TikToks. So they've been doing that. They were helping us build gingerbread houses for tomorrow.
Are they through the whole semester? Are they through
The
December?
whole year.
The whole year, so
Yes.
they're here till May?
Yep.
Great.
And then, so they're working on another TikTok for summer playground because we're gonna have all the enrollment open for January, so
Oh, wow.
should be good. And, the teen hangout nights, we did postpone until after January just so we could get everything, numbers and all set so that it's a good event and we're not rushing into something that's gonna seem rushed.
Skating rink,
I don't have an update on the skating rink, but I'm hoping it'll be out there by January.
okay. Have you talked to Brian on that at all?
A couple weeks ago, yes, but I'll follow up with him.
I'll push him on that as well. He is in Florida right now,
Yes.
in football, so, okay. Okay,
So those are.
any other updates?
Everything's going super well. We're getting, the website, we're getting that all up to date. All of their minutes are up. All of our agendas are up. We're going through the different like program policies and stuff and revising that, just updating it to be fitting of what we want to see with the department. So I'll have printouts of those all for next meeting.
Okay,
So that
Great.
great.
One question, summer playground. I know you had talked about possibly doing like a field trip only. Are you still looking at that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I might see if, I know some kids don't go on the field trips either, so I'm trying to incorporate that. Unfortunately, at this point with staffing, there's no way for us to not have, to have staffing there when people are going on the field trip, so like,
So the kids that don't go,
they have to stay
they stay
home.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm just trying to figure out the numbers for that too, just so that I don't pack
Right,
our buses,
that's true.
so. But definitely something that I'm looking into, because I
Right.
think that that would be helpful for a lot of kids that want to do it but can't really
Right.
commit.
And having staffing behind would be super helpful for that.
Yeah. It'll just depend on what we can do numbers wise. And I'm meeting with Dr. Meyer tomorrow, about the facility, like which facility we're gonna use, what's gonna work best with the school,
Okay.
and that way we
Great.
can,
well, that's good.
yes.
So that's, make sure you get everything ready
Yes.
and keep a copy, because there were some problems with that last year, at the
Yes. start
start of summer playground.
So we'll get that all squared away early, because I wanna have all of our building request forms in before January 1st, so
Good.
should be good.
Awesome,
That's it.
thank you.
I'd ask for public comment, but there's no public here, so,
Motion to adjourn?
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. I want to call the Fuller Field Commission meeting to order, December 6th, 6:30 PM. We want to review and acceptance of November 9th meeting minutes. Thank you for getting those out again.
I'll motion to approve the November 9th, 2022 meeting minutes for Fuller Field Commission.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes. Housekeeping items.
Nothing on my end.
Nothing on your end? Okay. Fuller Field Department updates.
I have one update from Brian, and he said the Fuller backstop is being extended on the Big Diamond, and the date is to be determined.
The backdrop, backstop.
It's been extended, like,
Being extended, you would know more about this than I would, to be honest
What
with
does
you.
that mean?
So I've had some conversations with the Little League and have encouraged them to be more communicative with us as a board and especially with Mackenzie. They did some maintenance to the field up here, and they did tell Brian. Then I went to Brian and I said, you have to tell us. We are ultimately responsible for the upkeep of this. I know he's responsible for the for the maintenance of the field.
Right.
I said, but you have to tell
Who
us.
approves changes to the field?
Exactly. We approve the changes.
That's what I thought.
Right. So he needs to be a little bit more communicative with us if they're going to him. They need to go to us. I said, please attend. I said, this is a new time. We have a new director. We have a new board. We need to work together, all of us.
So when did they do the maintenance? The Little League?
A couple weeks ago,
Yeah, I would say
Few
2 weekends
weeks ago.
It's like right before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
a few weeks
And
ago.
that's when they did that backstop?
Yeah.
They extended it?
So extended it means basically they cut, they're not moving the fence back, they're cutting more grass back there just to make it a dirt area. It's not a major thing. I was not involved in it. I didn't know till I came by.
I mean, obviously, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done, but it's like a, a pattern, because I've been involved with the discussions last spring and in the beginning of the summer of trying to get schedules and stuff like that, and it just seemed like I had a conversation with one of their representatives here with Mackenzie, and I kind of just let them know that I understand that things were done that way before, that they could just come in and do what they want, but they can't do that anymore, That's not how it should have been done, and we should be doing it the right way, and everything should be documented, and...
That was the message I relayed to them as well, and I also said, you have a new director here. Number one, you are doing maintenance, fantastic. I understand Brian
Yeah.
enjoys that because he doesn't have to, dedicate town employees, and you have somebody that's volunteering. However, you need to reserve the field to do the maintenance
Right.
while it's been going on, because we need to make sure that she knows it's not a control thing.
Yeah.
It's an absolute courtesy of that we are managing the fields, and we do need to know.
Right, we need to know who's on them,
That's right. If somebody's out there, we
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah, because if she wanted to rent the space, she wouldn't be able to at that time.
Exactly.
Well, also applicable with that, we are in the process, like I said, of revising our policies for rentals and programs. And Laura and I were rewriting today our reoccurring athletic field rental, open space rentals, facility rentals, pavilion, like everything is going to be very, like, a way to do it now.
This is your procedure, this
Yes.
is your
X, Y,
process.
Z.
So,
And we
and-
will, sorry, go ahead.
That will be sent to all the organizations
Yes.
that work with us.
Yep.
Great.
And so I'll have all of those policies for you guys once we have everything updated, so probably by next meeting, just to
Awesome.
have
Great.
that out there.
Okay.
That's good.
Just something
It's
I
like,
would-
almost like a
for the spring.
contract type thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's the rental
Yeah.
agreement, so they have to sign off on everything.
Right.
So any private citizen, public organization that's renting the field just has to agree.
And it's good
to
you're
the-
doing it now, so that
It's liability
then you'll know
issues,
what's
too.
available
Yes.
when people want it in the spring.
Yeah.
When other people want it for a
Yes.
one-time thing.
And we've had a ton of inquiries
Right.
lately about renting Fuller and Vale, so I just want to make sure that we have schedules in.
And you have open slots to tell people.
Yes, and just
Right.
so that everybody's on the same page about what our new policies are.
And
So-
no one's just, reserving a field Monday through Friday
Exactly.
from, 3 to 6 or 6 to 9, so
Yeah,
that
it has to
nobody
be
else can use
specific.
it.
Yeah, and I'm like, anybody can use the field. I'm more than happy to have, like, I want to see it used. I just need to know who's on it when.
Right.
So that's,
That's good.
One of the things long-term, I know that they're thinking about as well, and something we need to be aware of, is that press box back there as well. It is a hazard somewhat. I know Brian knows that as well, and I think it's something that we may need to call on their help with. If they're going to build it, I think it would help us
Right.
a lot.
Yeah, it's
So-
something that was discussed when,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
came
gonna
in to
build
see
it,
us.
right?
Yes.
Pardon me?
They were gonna build it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, to house equipment, but also to, to brighten that up a little bit, make it look, like the press box that was built at Vale as well.
yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
awesome.
feasibility study scheduling.
I have not received any updates.
So I did take a tour of that building. I went through.
Were you with us when we went through?
No.
he
Okay.
wasn't
I was
here.
not, but I went through the basement. I mean, that is a
Oh,
lot
you
of.
did?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a lot of space
Yeah,
that we could be utilizing for storage.
Yes.
For your programming. I think the priority is to get those bathrooms up and running, on the other side, the public bathrooms.
Well, that's why we need that feasibility study.
That's what we're waiting on.
We really need, yeah, because it's in the budget, and we don't want to lose that money.
but who is in charge of getting this done? Is it
Brian?
Brian?
Is it Brian
on-
and Phil?
See, my understanding
I
was
think-
that it falls more under the facility than, because we manage the facility, but that
Right.
falls more under maintenance.
Right,
And I know Phil had come down and I walked through with him and he had kind of put an estimate to it, but I'm
Right.
not sure what the next steps are for scheduling that.
Excuse me. Do you see, the one thing that I kind of, and you guys have walked through there as well, do you see programming in that building, in the upstairs
I can
part?
see programming in that building,
I can too,
absolutely.
yeah, I could see her having her teen hangouts in there.
Yeah, I mean, I would love ultimately,
And like the
we would
men-
like to see a
Well, like
connection
some of
between
those
this building
rooms.
and that building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some kind of thorough, way through it.
yeah, absolutely.
Like
I
whether
mean,
it's right here.
that
or-
garage space too would be an awesome.
Yeah, that, I
wrap.
just, I see it, I guess, I see it as walking in and there's, home locker rooms and away locker rooms. And, I still, I guess, kind of see it as a shower and locker room facility right
I
now.
mean,
But
there's definitely,
if there's space to do things, I immediately, when I was downstairs with the ramp going up and out, to be able to do all of your programming here, like you had said before,
Yes.
about trying to do all your camps here.
Yeah.
And being able to walk in and out of that ramp
yes, we
downstairs.
just need more space. And
Fantastic.
I'd love to be able to do summer playground here and then
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to rely on the schools. And I
Right.
don't want to get in their way either because they
Right.
have their own summer
Which
programs.
I think that's long-term goal, I think that's your,
Yeah.
because I think the
Turn it into
facility
more of
is,
like a rec center than like
Yeah, I
a-
think
That's
that
exactly right.
those two, like the locker room
Spaces.
sides, that is completely gotta go, that's old. Because no
Okay.
one, even the people that rent the fields, they're not gonna come in and use them as they did in the past.
right.
No.
That wall was added on the other part
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't really even,
How about that garage? Did you go in the garage next to did you get into the,
I have been in the garage.
the refreshment stand there? Did you
I
That's
have
get?
the
not.
only part we didn't
We
get
didn't get
in.
into
Getting
that.
in the refreshment stand, I know that the big thing is to try to get that, the
That would be a good
concession
thing.
stand and the bathrooms up
Up
and
and
going.
running.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
that would be a good start.
Yeah.
And then to start working on the inside to get it more of a facilities for her to use for playground
Well,
and
yeah.
even rentals,
If
because,
we
Indoor.
had that snack shack area open too, we could use that for revenue for our department, for if we
Right.
have
Right.
programs out
During the
there.
programs.
Yeah. So,
great.
'cause
Yeah, during the summer program, you could be selling snacks.
so get back to who is the one that's going to
Tons
get
of-
this,
yeah.
So I have, yeah, I have a
this
note.
feasibility study.
I can reach out to Brian and Phil.
Okay.
And Mike, I guess, and see who's responsible for that. We approved that probably
Yeah.
It's in the
6 months
budget.
ago.
Yeah, it was,
at the town
and
meeting.
we don't want
so-
to lose it.
Yeah,
We want it done before the budget comes up again.
It's gonna come up quick too, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I know they were starting on that, so.
yeah, they were talking about the budget
Yeah.
at the last meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Public comment? No?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
6:41.